feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade day.
We broke.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hello and welcome back to Arcanum Gaming. My name is Richie. Today we're back with our 12th episode here of Sam and Max Save the World.
Where are we going, Sam?
I did just record the last episode.
Shotgun!
Took a break here, and then I was thinking about it, and we need to make a tracking device, is my line of thinking, but I couldn't find anything in my inventory that would allow us to do that, and I couldn't really think about it. Then I had another thought after going back and looking at the War Room targeting computer. That's that we know where one of the trackers is. It's in Bosco's. So if I can figure out where exactly in the room it was, maybe we can steal that tracker and reuse it. And we need to talk to Bosco. Okay, no.
See you later, Bosco.
Doesn't have any new dialogue. It was somewhere where we could see him. Was it over here?
Look, stuck to the camera. That must be the homing beacon for the intercontinental ballistic missiles aimed at Bosco's store.
Got
What
it.
was that? He said, that must be the best price on baby wipes I've ever seen.
Alright. So we found the tracking device then. That was easy.
It's the homing beacon the government was using to target Bosco's.
Alright. So I guess now we need to chase Lincoln down again and just throw it onto the statue? Or do we need to shoot it out of the gun or something? Can we combine it with... No, we can't combine any items. Alright, let's get in the car.
Where are we going, Sam?
After that rampaging Lincoln.
Yes!
I mean, hopefully it's just as easy as catch up to Lincoln and throw the tracker on him. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So we're definitely on the right track. Got it.
Toss, Max. We better act fast before he manages to knock off the beacon.
Or choose his own back off to escape.
Alright. It's a good thing I was recording these back to back, because I think that if I, waited a week or whatever, I would have forgotten all about the cameras. There it is. I can see it on the screen already. Okay, can we please walk over here? Thank you. Is there a time limit on this?
Looks like the targeting beacon is still stuck on Lincoln.
This is a pretty impressive temper tantrum, Sam. At this rate, he'll have enslaved all of D.C. and most of Baltimore by tomorrow morning.
Egads, you're right, Max. Still, I think we should stop him.
We haven't got anything better to do.
Fire.
Mr. President?
Don't mind if I do.
Quick, let's go.
Shouldn't we revel a little?
We don't want to miss this.
All to my bidding. I am the most powerful presidential monument ever created!
That was better than feeding laxatives to pigeons on parade days.
We broke 2 presidents in one afternoon.
A personal best.
Well, it looks like the country is saved, at least from mass hypnosis. What do you want to do now?
Let's abuse my powers as leader of the free world to squeeze the middle class until they're burning their own shoes for heat.
Sounds fun, but I was thinking we could treat ourselves to some chocolate-frosted gut bombs and then have a little target practice down at the Smithsonian.
Sam, you're my best friend.
Agent Chuckles, report. Query status. Lincoln Gambit, 4-7. Query not acknowledged and acceptable timeout parameters. Error. 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 Error.
Alright, that's going to wrap up Chapter 4 here. Let's go ahead and jump into Chapter 5.
Unrest in the Dakotas.
Dispatch equal numbers of giant battle robots to all sides. Whoever survives, claim we backed them all along.
Illegal immigration.
Let the new guys pilot the giant battle robots.
Criticism that your domestic policy is too giant battle robot based.
They can take it up with my new press secretary, the Mametron 9000. If that's the guys from Air Force One, tell them they get the keys back once they say the magic word.
Quiet, Max. It's the commissioner. Total collapse of the economy and downfall of Western civilization? Great grinning head of John the Baptist in a pork pie hat stuffed in a rhinestone bowling bag. We're on our way. We've got a computer crisis to take care of, little buddy.
Have they tried turning it off and back on again?
Bigger than that, Max. Computers everywhere are going haywire. Planes are falling from the sky. Nuclear reactors are nearing meltdown.
And scores of pasty white nerds will be forced to go outdoors and socialize with normal people.
The horror.
Where do we start, Sam?
The National Consortium of Smart People who are good with computers has been tracking electron surges all over the country, and one of the biggest is right here in our neighborhood.
What an unbelievably convenient coincidence. How do we find an electron surge?
No idea. Let's go.
Alright. So I just gotta turn the music down. Alright. Alright, folks, we're back here now. So we still have the listening device, we still have the boxing glove, and our gun. Let's go and take a look at the closet first. Actually, see, is Jimmy?
The little rat's not home.
No.
Lincoln's head, still at large.
Uh-oh. Got the robotic president's head. Okay.
Whee!
Alright, let's see what we're gonna get up to in Reality 2.0. I guess the first step would be see what weird thing Bosco's doing this episode.
Newspaper office's coffee machine empty for a third straight day.
That's some hard-hitting local reporting.
I guess the reporters are having a tough time adjusting to life without the internet. Lincoln Rampage ends with colorful mushroom cloud.
There's one way to put a positive spin on it.
Majority of DC areas still uninhabitable.
At least some things never change.
This gumball machine looks pretty banged up.
A gang of about 5 dentists came through the other night, and 4 of them just started beating the hell out of it.
What did the 5th one do?
He kept sobbing and saying, "Why can't we all just get along?"
Okay, Bosco looks relatively normal now. There's a cannon?
Well, if it isn't our favorite ethically challenged rat, Jimmy Two Teeth.
Sam was wondering where you'd scampered off to.
I'm touched.
I was wondering what embarrassing pose we'd use when we had you stuffed and mounted.
Yeah, I'm scared out of my wits. You's gonna buy something or what?
What's a two-bit crook like you trying to sell this time?
I'll ignore that petty insult for the sake of a successful transaction. I'm selling the latest in interpersonal defense.
You're an arms dealer?
You make it sound so cheap. I deal in peace of mind.
What have you got in stock?
Right now I only got this cannon. You guys look like you should just start out with handguns.
We've already got handguns.
Oh yeah? Where?
Just trust him on that one. How much for that cannon?
It's not for sale.
Worst arms dealer ever.
It's not for sale to you guys. I don't sell to the police. Call it my own ethical code.
But we're just barely police.
Yeah, I seen how you guys work. I sell it to you, and next thing I know, the bunny's got it pointed right at me.
Sell us the cannon, Jimmy.
I already told you, it's not for sale.
Freelance police, Mr. Teeth. You're under arrest.
Come along quietly and we'll only use excessive force instead of medieval.
Just try it, pigs. Last time I checked, it was a free country.
I'm working on that.
See you later, Jimmy.
Maybe if you can find me.
Hey, Bosco.
Greetings and well met, friend watchman for hire.
Sam, how come I suddenly have a primal desire to beat Bosco savagely?
Because he's talking like a Renaissance Fair attendee, Max. It's an innate fight-or-flight response.
I am El Bosco Drill, the unhinged, mighty half-elf ranger.
Okay, Bosco. While Max prepares the Thorazine, why don't you tell us why you've become an elf?
Half-elf. And I'll tell you why. I've had multiple delivery conspiracies, I've had missiles aimed at me, and now I got rival arms dealers setting up shop in my store.
Point being?
It's not safe for me here anymore. I gotta take my business the only place I can feel 100% secure. The internet.
What does this internet doohickey have to do with being an elf?
Half-elf! It's 'cause everyone on the internet has to pick an avatar, like a dwarf or an orc, or a hot young 15-year-old girl curious about the adult world and willing to experiment.
I didn't think it was possible, but he's actually less creepy as the elf.
Half-elf, fool! Ah, never mind. You guys don't understand how computers work.
You're taking your store online?
Where will that leave us? We fear and mistrust computers.
Don't worry, guys. My online store will offer twice the inconvenience at thrice the price.
Well, see you there. We want to buy something.
I have the finest goods in all the land.
Tell him we'll pay him just to stop talking like that.
What would Squire care to purchase?
What have you got?
Oh, not much. Just a virulent biological weapon.
All right!
Biological weapons? We don't like to judge.
Speak for yourself, Sam.
But isn't germ warfare a little on the south side of ethical?
I've got to compete to stay in the market, guys. If an arms dealer's gonna open up shop in my store, I've got to up the ante.
All right. How much for this virulent biological weapon of yours?
$1 billion.
We'll take it.
What's another billion or so to the national deficit?
I'm sorry. For safety reasons, I no longer accept cash in the store. You'll have to pay online.
That's pretty inconvenient.
Thank you.
On second thought, nothing for us now.
As thy wish. But don't blame me when you're stuck in the torched wastelands with nary a bag of enchantment to defend thyself.
See you later, Bosco.
To the battle! Godspeed, defenders of the Shire!
Alright, that's gotta be the most disappointing Bosco outfit so far. Actually, what's over here? Something new on the shelf.
Prune nut.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about something else.
Ah, the toilet literature section.
We try smacking Jimmy Two Teeth.
I've got better things to
No,
punch.
not Sam.
Hey, hands off the merchandise, pigs.
Ooh,
Ouch.
ooh.
You pick up the cannonball or anything? No. Alright, so he's got... Oh, what about these
Don't touch my binoculars.
Better not.
Hey! Ah!
Alright. Nothing we can do here yet, I don't think. Gotta figure out a way to get Jimmy to sell us the cannon, probably. Alright, let's see if Sybil's back from her trip or wherever she went. Beta testing. Alright.
Hey, Sybil, have you...
I'm surrounded! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
Stand back, Max. It sounds like Sybil's finally cracked.
It's about time. Her relative stability was making the rest of the neighborhood look bad.
Back, pit demons! With sword of righteous fire, I cast thee away!
This is just like that time we were hired as motivational speakers for that Sunday school.
Actually, now that I look closely, it's more like our last case. And the 3 before that. If there's one thing I've learned to recognize recently, it's a hypnotic device. And those weird glasses are it.
Launch stinging BBs of unholy smiting!
To break her out of the trance, we'll have to deliver a blow to her head.
You know, Sam, when you love what you do, it doesn't even feel like work.
Right, Sybil.
Back, demons! Cast ward of pungent unsavoriness!
I can't get close enough to touch her, Max. I can't shoot Sybil.
Alright, how about we hit the fan?
I've got better things to punch. I've got better things to punch. Incredibly valuable historic artifact and incredibly tacky decor all rolled into one.
I want to use the intercom.
Where this intercom goes, nobody knows. Let's get cracking.
Okay.
Lefty's has been abandoned for Ferret Lake.
Sequels to beloved classics are always better than the originals.
Yes, Max. Yes, they are. Stinkies versus the Board of Health.
That's not a fight. Even one Stinky's cockroach could take out the entire Board of Health with 5 appendages tied behind its thorax.
Interestingly, that's the exact reason they're having the hearing.
Check out the
Secret
delivery.
serve ice cream? I don't think that's fooling anyone.
Ooh, ice cream? I want some!
Impeach President Max. U.S. out of the Dakotas.
I swear, you torch a couple national forests and everyone wants your head.
Alright. Is there anywhere we can go in the car right now?
Where are we going, Sam?
Nowhere in this old rust bucket. At least not until we get it fixed.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I didn't realize it was an important piece until the explosion.
Okay. So we can't interact with Sybil. She's too far away.
Looks like the Esperanto bookstore is closed again.
Aw, that was fast, even for this neighborhood.
For some reason, the parking meters around here always get bent.
There's nowhere else we can go. Is there something in the office that I missed?
I'm a rat. I can see bugs, and I ain't talking.
How's tricks, Jimmy?
Just living the life of a simple businessman making an honest living.
Right.
What have you been up to, Jimmy?
You know, the usual knitting, working on my tan. What do you think I've been up to? Starting a business ain't easy.
The Better Business Bureau is going to be hearing about that attitude of yours, mister.
Get bored lounging in the White House pond?
Who was lounging, smart guy? I was networking. Turns out DC's a great place to get tips on being an arms broker.
Maybe it was a bad idea to move the Oval Office back here, Sam.
You still running with the skin bodies?
I found I no longer agreed with their extremist views.
More like you got a little chilly.
Or got tired of seeing your repulsive pink flesh every morning.
Let's just say I left for a variety of reasons.
Sell us the cannon, Jimmy.
I already told you, it's not for sale.
It's not too late to make an honest rat out of yourself, Jimmy.
Or a bookend, or a doorstop.
People want weapons, I sell them weapons. What could be more honest?
See you later, Jimmy. Hey, Bosco.
Good day, squires!
How's business, Bosco?
Business is deader than a valet parking attendant at a convention of mob informants.
That bad, huh?
That rat showed up and started taking all my customers.
Free enterprise, Jack.
Say what you will, the rat knows his anarcho-capitalist economic philosophy.
Max, I only bought you those encyclopedias because you promised me you couldn't read. We want to buy something.
What would Squire care to purchase?
We'd like a big heaping mess of virulent biological weapon, please.
My bank account still seems to be $1 billion short.
Oh yeah! How do we make an online payment again?
Well, for one, you gotta be online. Call me when you get on the internet.
Nothing.
Get on the internet.
See you later.
For the
Do we have a computer in the office? Oh, we do have a message on the answering machine.
Hello, Mr. President. This is Margie, your scheduling assistant, with some changes for this week. You still have impeachment hearings on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but the one on Wednesday has been pushed back for your war crimes trial. Thanks. Hello again, Mr. President. Just a reminder that you're still scheduled to visit middle schools this week to remind kids of the importance of staying in school. As usual, we'll have therapists on hand after your speech to talk with the more traumatized children. One more thing, Mr. President. Your opponents have finally decided to cancel their weekly election ballot recounts. According to your calendar, that should free up the hour and a half each week you have marked as time to gloat. Hello, Mr. President. This is Margie. You still have impeachment pushed.
Hello, is this the Pentagon? This is the President's National Security Advisor. I think the Swiss are up to something. You'd better check it out.
I love that shocked expression they get when the tanks line up along their border.
It's the little things that make being leader of the free world worthwhile. Max, why did you put the Bill of Rights on our dartboard?
House cleaning. Guess what? We no longer have the right to peaceably assemble.
Great.
And next time you're incarcerated, you'll have the choice of cruel or unusual punishment.
I'm beginning to regret voting for the other guy. I guess the computer crisis is affecting television too.
Or ours is just a piece of crap. Either way, this is serious.
Hey, there's a parade coming.
I love a parade.
Oh, sorry. Looks like it's just another angry mob protesting your barbaric school lunch program.
Again? They just don't recognize genius.
Another U.S. service on President Max's hit list.
All right. We gotta figure out something to do.
It's locked. Nothing but waste. Don't worry, I'll sob uncontrolled. I still can't believe the Sybil Lincoln sex scandal never made the Times. The threat of electroshock can turn anyone's frown upside down. This fan just blows. Incredibly valuable historic artifact and incredibly tacky decor all rolled into one.
Back, demons! Cast ward of...
Okay, here's what she said.
The +2 sword shall be mine! Mine! Concentrate all your containment spells on the little one. The big one looks slow and stupid.
Now that's just not nice. Skin art.
Away! Lightning bolt!
Jitter Cola is so addictive, even taxidermied foxes can't get enough. I've got better things to punch. 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 I've got better things. I've got better things. I've got better things. I've got better things.
Not really sure what to do here, guys. Well, I'm kind of out of ideas at the moment, so I think I might wrap this one up a little early and just spend some time thinking about it. And I guess, yes, we'll pick it up next time. We got to figure out how to knock, how to hit Sybil and snap her out of the mind control, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, we're going to call it here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.